5. We always do stuff for like we have to go to sleep and play games. I always like my mom.
It's a blessing. I enjoy it. It's always busy, but it's always fun. And I enjoy all of my children and their different ages and stages of life that they're going through, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Other than that, I think it's the same as other families. I mean, the kids fight amongst themselves, the never-ending laundry, and the kitchen, the dishes, and things like that. The regular, sometimes they don't want to share, things like that, but maybe I don't feel that it's much harder than smaller families, just having fun. He is hardworking, he's super smart, he can do everything. Anything that we need to fix or we need to figure out, he's definitely my go-to.
When I see her the first time, she walked to the concert and I walked to outside and I see her eyes and I think it looked me.
We met at a concert many years ago at the Cowboys Stadium.
And yes, I walked straight to her and I get a hand and I had like 2 or 3 friends with me and I get a hand. I said, that's my world. And after that, yes. Yeah, I don't ask him anything, just I got a hand and I said, this is my girl.
I've always wanted a big family. My family is pretty big. We're 7, and I'm the baby in my siblings. I always wanted at least 4. I didn't think I was gonna have 12, but I always did want at least 4 children.
The first is I want 1, and I want a girl. But the first one was this boy, so I want a girl. But my wife, she wants at least 4. So I'm okay with my wife and her decision. Yeah, so I never say, get this or that. Yeah, I said, okay, that's fine.
We have different age children. We have what we call the older kids and we have our littles. So just when we're trying to do activities or whatnot, finding activities that the little ones will have fun with and that the older will have fun with and want to interact as well. The never-ending laundry and the kitchen, the dishes, and things like that. Other than that, I think it's the same as other families. I mean, the kids fight amongst themselves. The regular, sometimes they don't want to share, things like that. But maybe I don't feel that it's much harder than smaller families, but maybe in some instances it feels a little more overwhelming when there's different arguments or whatnot going on amongst different kids. Well, when we walk into the grocery store, usually I'll have my younger 7 with me, and we definitely feel people looking over. For the most part, I get positive comments on our beautiful family, or I'll get the question if they're all mine. But we haven't had really any big negative situations or anything like that. People are surprised when they ask how many children we have, and we say we have the 12. There's so many different parenting programs or resources. When we first started with our family, I did read a lot of material and things like that, because I just felt like, okay, what am I going to do? These, the kids don't come with like a guide or anything like that. So I did take some parenting courses, and I read some materials and things like that. So I think that's something that all parents should do. Read some sort of material that'll help kind of set up a system that you would like to follow. And of course, things change and there's different personalities and whatnot, but definitely reading up on parenting material has helped. God has been present in all of our lives. Initially, we weren't practicing Catholics as much. We would go to Mass occasionally. We believed in God and we would pray when we needed. With our children, once they started going to Sunday to CCD classes, that's kind of where our conversion back into the church started. And in praying more and getting to know God, we now can definitely see how God has been with us throughout our whole path, as meeting each other and having our children and getting married, just everything. There have been times of financial struggle where not necessarily to the point to where we didn't have enough to pay our bills or things like that, but there were times that were tight, and God blessed us in strange ways. Like somebody, we live out in Kaufman in the rural area, so people have, farms and whatnot. So sometimes like a cow broke its leg and they needed somebody to come and get rid of it. So they would call us, and my husband knows how to butcher and all that stuff. So we would have a freezer full of meat. Different situations like that, just friends would call us and, so-and-so needed to get rid of something, and they called and asked, and, God just always provided in so many different ways. Sometimes we would receive a check that we weren't even expecting in the mail for whatever, like something that we had forgotten about, and that check arrived right at the perfect time. Definitely going to church on Sundays and holy days of obligation is a must. We try to instill that no matter where you're at or where we are at as a family. That's something that can't be missed. We also try to instill that we have to serve in the church. We believe that our parish belongs to us, and that we're responsible, just like we are responsible of our home and its upkeeping and maintenance and providing for whatever needs to be purchased or whatnot. So we try to instill that in our children, that we have to put our part in our church. As far as prayer life and whatnot, we also try to instill in them to participate in the ministry. So our older boys that are of age are all part of the Knights of Columbus, along with my husband. Our older boys also participate in the adult youth ministry at the church, and our teenagers participate in the youth ministry. And we try to keep all of our children in the Sunday CCD classes here at our parish. They are offered for every grade, not just for sacraments. So we keep them in that. In home, we don't have, like constantly throughout all of the years, we have not had family prayer every single day, but we try to go back to that when we fall off track. We do the rosaries at night currently, and hopefully we can keep that going. It gets harder with the older kids because not everybody is here at the same time, so I don't think we've been able to all say the rosary, all of us here together, in quite a while, but we try to, like at 7-ish around there, that's like our right now, that's our prayer time to pray in family. And with our children that I drop off at school every morning on the way to school is our prayer time as well. Our oldest is Martin. Set a good example to the rest of the kids. He's a good son. They all are. He's just very giving. He has a huge heart. He's always willing to help, and And I think he takes his responsibility as an older brother to heart. He tries to set a good example to his younger siblings.
My name is Martin Jr. I am 23 years old. It's exciting to watch my younger siblings grow. See, everything, go through every stage of life. I've seen them go from when they're crawling, they're walking, to graduating high school or graduating kindergarten. And it's really exciting to see. I also get to see them grow as an adult. Especially more of what I remember now is watching my brother Ivan grow up, or my brother Rodolfo grow up, and seeing how they mature and how they start just trying to figure out life, or how they want their life to go. And it's really exciting to see. There's always some excitement going on, or something where someone needs help with something, or shoot, if I ever need help with something, there's always someone there to help. And even if for some reason I'm feeling down or anything like that, I always know I have one of my brothers or my parents to help me out. Even if it's the younger ones, they're always there to cheer me up some way or another.
And then Carlos is our second. He also has a big heart. He's very, very giving and very generous with his siblings. We have other younger sons that have been in projects and whatnot, and sometimes he'll help support them in their projects. And then
Ivan is the third one.
Mm-hmm. He's very hardworking. He helps around so much. When he sees that we have things to do at the house, he steps in and helps out. He sees that I'm overwhelmed, he'll do whatever he needs to do to help and alleviate that. Yeah. Next is Rodolfo. He has a big heart. He's our jokester. He's very funny, and he always tries to make light of the situations, and he's very good also with his younger siblings. He's kind of in the middle. We have the older three, and then there's a 3-year gap, and then we have Rodolfo, and then there's a 5-year gap. So he's kind of in the middle, but he's more with the older boys right now. Now that he's a little older, and he fits in both with the older and with the younger. He just does really good.
I'm Rodolfo, I'm 17, and I am the 4th oldest. Just having more people to laugh with. I mean, sometimes you'll see families and there's two brothers, and the 2 brothers just fighting with each other. But for us, I mean, if you're fighting with somebody, you can just go to somebody else. We've been currently praying the rosary at around 7. Sometimes we're in the middle of something and gotta go pray, and I think that's good. It's good to instill that early in us and remember that God is the most important thing. Whatever we're doing, we just stop and go pray. Oh, also, in the mornings on the way to school, we pray for the day, what we're thankful for, what we're trying to get out of the day, and just offer it up to God.
And then the younger ones, we have Adrian. He's athletic. He likes playing. He plays tennis. That kind of seems to be the sport that's been picked up in the family from our oldest. Adrian likes playing sports, and he's also very helpful in the house and helping cook, especially during the summer. He's kind of taken on that. All of them really like to cook and help out in the kitchen, but he kind of helps step it up, especially as I work from home. He helps with that a lot.
I'm Adrian, and I'm 12. I'm the 5th. Feels good, because I get to hang out with the little ones, and the big kids also include me in some of their activities sometimes. And in the summer, when I'm out, I get to have a little time with my younger siblings.
And then we have our first girl, which is Monse. She's also very helpful. She's definitely the second mom to the younger kids. She's always been very sweet and helpful and steps in as needed. She's definitely her daddy's little girl as well.
I'm Monse and I am 10 years old. If my mom would need help with the baby, I could help her. 2-year-old, I can, if she's having a bad day, I can help her figure out how to be happy. Or if the baby is upset, I'll carry him. If my mom is busy, she can't, I'll help her out with the baby and carry him.
And then we have Agustin. He is very quick and very smart. He's very good with science stuff. When he was younger, he would play outside and he would catch bugs with his fingers, like wasps and whatnot, and he'd bring them to us and show us what he had caught. He's very sciencey, and he likes to be outdoors and playing sports as well. And then after Agustin, we have Nicholas. Nicholas is also very smart. He's really good with reading and spelling, and he also just likes playing outdoors and playing with his siblings. And then after Nicholas, we have Sebastian. He is our active little boy. He likes playing. He likes pretty much everything. He's a jokester. He's very funny as well. He's also very sweet, and he doesn't like helping as much in the chores quite yet, but he still follows through after a few times us telling him. He doesn't like it. He always says he wants to switch chores, but he's too little to do some of the other chores. And then we have Teres, our second little girl, and she's also very sweet. She's very helpful with the baby. So right now everybody goes to work and school, and so it's her and our little baby, and she likes playing with him, and she's just watching him, and if she feels like he needs help or whatnot, she'll make sure that she's helping him, or make sure that I do what she thinks needs to be done for him at the moment. And then our youngest is Santiago. He's a baby, but he's the joy of the family right now. He's the little one and the cute one that, is held most of the time, and he's a sweet personality. That's all of our children. Well, I forgot to add the one that we lost. Yeah. So we lost one baby. We didn't get to know him, but he would have been, I guess, our fourth from the youngest. Yeah.
And that day, ¿cómo se dice? Pesado.
It was a really, really hard day.
Yeah.
Our sons were going through a hard time, and then one of our children's close friends had passed away the day before in a car accident.
Yeah.
And that during that night, and our kids found out that morning, and they play tennis, so all of their tennis team, they all left school and they come and hung out here with us. So we were trying to take care of all of them, and then in the middle of that, I miscarried.
Baby. So this very hurt.
So everybody was still here. We went in the room, and we didn't want them to leave. We wanted, because we know they needed each other and they needed to be together, and we wanted to support them. So I think many of them didn't even realize, what was going on. So we were just in the room, and that happened. And then after we miscarried, some of our friends came, and, their children were also in the tennis team. So they came to support us, and continuing to support all the teenagers that were here in the house.
Yeah, and the priest.
Yeah, and the priest came. Yeah, Father Jed at the time, he came and supported us and prayed with us in the room, and then, that happened, and then we came out back again, and we're here with the teens and fed them, and we're just here for them. It still affects us. Well, it's still, but we have faith in God, and, things happen for a reason, and for whatever reason that we weren't meant to have that child with us now, but we know that in the future that we'll be together when the time comes.
Yeah, I understand, son. If God is take the decision.
And it was God's decision.
Yeah, it's God's decision, and I accept like whatever God send to my family. I'm okay. So sometimes it's hard, but I accept it. Like whatever God.
We have trust in God's plan for us, and we know that everything is okay, and it's going to continue to be okay. One thing we've always tried to instill in them is to work hard, to know how to be independent. So we've always tried to teach them to, clean pretty much everything in the house, to cook, to fill out their own paperwork, just things that you need to be able to do in life to function as an adult, at least to not be so overwhelmed when they do go out on their own, so that they know how to do things on their own. I think my husband does a good job of focusing on teaching the boys to work hard for what they want, and we try not to just hand them everything and just make sure that they're earning it.
For me, yes, he need to be like honest work. So trying to teach where some like school, some like school, but I say yes, be honest. No matter what kind of job you get, but yes, honest job. Get money, bring money for the family, like honest. No, yeah, because I have some. He likes school, but the other ones he don't like school. So I said, that's okay. You don't like school, yes. Go straight to work. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all different. Some of them are more oriented to school, and some of them don't like it. So we're pushing through to finish at least, through high school. And if they want to take a vocational career, or if they want to go straight into the work field and something that they like doing, then we support them in that. We have everybody has their assigned chores in the house. Everybody helps in one way or not another. Everybody contributes to the household in that way. And we just try to instill that in them, that, if everybody doesn't do their part, it's so much more stressful on everybody else. So we try to instill them and push them to do and to be responsible for their parts of contributing into the family.
It's easier if you get your cracker and your chocolate ready first.
We can definitely feel the difference of, when we're praying as a family, to the times that, we procrastinate, and then little by little we kind of fall off of praying regularly together. But when we are praying together, everything's just more at peace. Everything flows more easily. Things just, I don't know how to explain it. It's not necessarily like that it's this magical thing that happens. It's just, things just flow smoother in the house, in the family. There's times when it's just there's just days that are harder than others, and we just definitely need God's help in what we're doing in our day-to-day. Sometimes things are just so repetitive, or sometimes there's just a lot to do. Sometimes there's just a lot of laundry to fold and I don't want to. So yeah, we definitely pray a lot about the little things as well as the big things. We always try to put everything in God's hands. We know that we can't control everything that happens, or we can't control anything that happens, but we know that through prayer and putting our faith in God, that He takes care of things. It doesn't necessarily mean that we're not going to go through the difficulties, but you can definitely feel the difference when you're doing everything in prayer, because you're going through the hard times and the challenges, but God's walking with you. He's supporting you, and He's giving us strength through those difficult times. Before you have a family, you're different. Once you start having your children, like, you change completely. It's like this maturity step, and it's like this where you're no longer just you. So it's like you're less selfish. So in general, my kids just have made me a better person. In times of struggle, especially with all of them actually, all of my kids, sometimes like there's struggles, and I guess they can tell, and I always get support from them. That, you know, they're my everything. It's like we have birthday parties or whatnot, and if we invite friends, it's a plus, but if not, it's still a party because there's so many of us. We can still enjoy each other's company. Of course, we like having friends over, and we try to host friends over as often as we can, and but just us and our children and their girlfriends, which are also now kind of a part of our family, is pretty much enough for anything that we do.
We're the Nunez family.
We are joyfully being